Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and today we have something a little bit special. I'm gonna be rolling for my first C6, Yelan, and we'll just see how it goes. Currently, I have C1 from her previous banner, and we need 5 more. And as you see, currently on the banner, my pity is 25. So hopefully we can get in early. If not, then it is what it is. And I'm not the type that likes to drag on content, so I'm just gonna skip a lot of the 10 rolls. You won't get too much reaction out of me from these rolls, because it's been 2 years, and honestly, at this point, what happens, and you just hope you get early or lucky. But from my experience with my account, it's usually not the case. Okay, and here's the first 5-star. Hopefully we can win the 50-50. It's unfortunate that we didn't win the 50-50, but at least it's Tainari. I think I only have him C0, so it's not the worst thing in the world. There might be cuts here and there because I stopped to top up to continue. So if you notice like suddenly that there's Genesis, it's because I made a cut. Because I do not have an unlimited budget, so I was thinking about like if I keep losing all my 50-50s, I would just stop at a certain point. Like C2 is fine. Oh, and just a disclaimer, I feel like everyone who spends should say this, like if you do not have the finances, you're not financially stable to do this, don't do this. No C6s actually work, it's just more of like, if you have the disposable income and you want to play this character and want this character to be at their peak performance, then you do what you want. But spend it responsibly. And just another note, like I am not a C6 R5 person. I spend to get cons here and there. I don't even have all the 5 stars. Like there are some 5 stars I don't even want to play. I just skipped it because you already know what you're getting. You hope you would get more than 1 5-star, but it doesn't happen often. Like I've been playing for more than 2 years now, and I still have not gotten a double limited 5-star. Like like 2 Yelans in 1 roll. I have gotten like limited and a standard, I think 2 times, but beyond that, I've never gotten a double limited. That's still very elusive for me, at least. The unfortunate part right now is like getting them way in soft pity, but again, this is very typical in at least on my account. Like I rarely get earlies. I feel like I only got a couple of earlies after 2 years of playing. I think not even 5. I think it was like 2 or 3 of them at tops. Like I generally believe like some accounts are luckier than other accounts. Like their average pity 5-star pities are like less than 50, and I feel like my one and some other people that I've known, and even some other like content creators, you see that their average is like
in the 70s and 80s constantly, and there's no earlies, no doubles. I think that's what my account is mainly like. Like there are some outliers, but it's much more rare compared to what you see.
Oh, okay. It's Gene. Honestly, like not the worst thing in the world, because I think this is my C2 Gene, and like eventually I want to get to C4. I know we have Farzan now, but I actually don't have her C6. I think I want to have her C2. So like, I think C2 Gene is pretty big. So not the worst thing in the world. I'm disappointed when I get something that's not useful, like a Chi-Chi or Kitchen, because Kitchen is C6. But things like Jean and Tainari, they're not C6, and their constellations aren't the worst thing in the world, so like, they're okay. So it's just like more of getting used to the fact that you will lose 50-50s, and you just hope that you get something that's not completely useless. But like, do let me know if you guys like prefer me talking a lot more in my videos or not, or just like doing the rolls or rolling the artifacts. Because like personally, when I watch like videos, I kind of like having it as background noise, so I like when someone's talking. So maybe you guys prefer that. So if you guys do, let me know, and I can continue doing so. And if you guys like do have any questions or want some insight on my thoughts on certain topics, feel free to let me know as well. Okay, and here's the next guaranteed. It's around soft pity or a little bit more than soft pity. I don't. I lost count, to be honest. Well, actually, this is my C3, and I lost both 50/50s at like soft pity, so it's been quite a decent amount of rolls, and I spent around like $400 so far. Okay, we're gonna continue pushing. All I can hope for is that I win the couple 50/50s. Losing all of them is like the worst case scenario. I would love to save if I can, like not spend as much, and yeah. Okay, so another around soft pity or a little bit more. I'm not counting. I'm just like rolling, and I might check later on time.noi to see how it looks. Okay, nice. So we actually won this 50/50. That saves us a bunch of rolls. So this is C4, and we need 2 more, and hopefully we can win those 2 as well. And then yeah. And I'm topping up in increments of 200. So right now, I think all the Genses were at like 600, and then I had C1 from last banner. So yeah, we can do an estimate later. Okay, so we lost the 50/50 again to Jean. That's C3. I need 1 more for C4. Again, Jean, not the worst thing in the world. Oh, this is very nice. Like, this is what you hope for. Like, even if you lose 50/50, you hope to get the guaranteed early. That helps so much. I need 1 more Yelan. I don't think I have enough rolls to get to the next 5-star. We can hope for another early, but yeah, well, let's see how it goes. Okay, so the last one is looking like another soft pity again. Yeah, I just hope we win 50/50. That way I don't have to go further. And okay, cool. We won the 50/50 for the last one. That's actually a pretty nice 10 roll. And we are done with C6 Yelan. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad to have her. Like, I literally use her every day, so I think this one is the one C6 that I actually want. C3 Jean. And those are my C6 rolls. I hope you guys enjoyed them. And I will be doing some rolls for my friends. They're not going to do as much. They just have a little bit of rolls. Shout out to my friends for letting me use their account for content. Okay, so my first friend, they have 31 rolls. They want Yelan and hopefully one of the banner weapons. It doesn't matter which one. So their pity is 60. So they just need like 10 rolls and they'll get a 5-star. So hopefully we win 50-50 for them. There it is. And awesome. Okay, we got Yelan. That's pretty cool. And their weapon banner pity is 30. We don't have enough to get to the goal unless we get lucky. Let's hope. Hell yeah. Okay, that's pretty awesome. And we got the Staff of Homa, which is awesome because they have one on Zhongli and Hutao, and they wanted another one too, so they don't have to swap between them. That's actually better than the bow for Yelan because they have C0 Yelan and they're not going for C1 because they're not a big spender. The bow makes it so that you need a lot more energy, and rather than that, they rather go like with the Favonius or the Sacrificial, and it's much easier to work with, in my opinion at least, without C1. They got pretty lucky. They won 50-50. They got an extra Homa in like 40 pity. That's a win. Okay, so the second friend literally has less than 10 rolls, but their weapon pity is very high. I think it's like 60 or something. They've been saving it just for this banner. It doesn't matter whether they get the bow or the staff, but they much prefer the staff. So their pity is 60 right now. They already have Yelan, so they're fine. So hopefully they can get the staff. But if they get the bow, it's not the worst thing in the world. Well, looks like they're not gonna get it. Wow, so that's already 65 pity. So I did the trial runs for them. Yeah, I'm just like checking to make sure I didn't miscount the pity they currently have. So they're literally on like 66 currently, and they still haven't gotten the gold. Yeah, they said screw it and just bought a welcome because they didn't want to like try to search for Primos. They're not free to play. They do welcome sometimes, and they do battle pass. I think not very often, but they're not free to play, so they're fine. Okay, so we did the next trial run, and now we have enough for one more roll. Oh, thank God, it's a goal. It's the bow. Again, not the worst thing in the world, not the biggest win, but it's not the useless weapon, so that's pretty okay. Okay, so this third friend, they have 25 rolls saved up. Their pity is, let's see, 30, 40, 50, okay, so 50. Should be enough to get the goal. Hopefully win 50-50. Okay, so that's 70 something now. And the Coco was single, and hopefully they get Yelan. You're really pushing it again. Hopefully they get the goal in this. That's all I'm gonna see. Literally last roll. Oh, thank God. Literally last roll. And boom, they won the 50-50. So that is a win. Oh, and one more wish.
Well, the waiting game is over.
I just added this little extra piece with the Yelan trailer to show you guys what my Paimon.moe is. So these were my Yelan rolls. So as you can see, it's mostly red. 82, 77, 78. They're mostly soft pity or more. These are how my rolls typically are, so I'm in no way lucky except for this early Yelan after the Gene. Like, this is like one of 3 or 4 of my greens on my entire wish history for the past 6 months. So they're all typically red.
Someone revealed my plans to you in advance, and you didn't think to run.
The stats on Paimon.moe, I'm usually like,
What can I say?
you're unluckier than most players, so my account's pretty like this, unfortunately. But yeah, just to give you guys an overview of pretty much what it looks like, and also in total, the spending from going from C1 Yelan to C6 is technically $900, but the $900 I only used the first 10 rolls, like for the last 100.
Oh,
So
now you're a
overall,
friend.
I think it's like
Oh,
1K
sorry,
like,
but
if you
this
add
is
the
too little,
original
too late.
C1 Yelan.
No, wait!
I'm not sure if that's lucky or not, but I think that's not lucky. That's pretty much average.
Smart decision.
I am grateful that I
Get
won
up.
2 50/50s at least, so that really helped. And the
Let's
early
go and
ones.
pay your friends a little visit.
Yeah, so those were my Yelan rolls. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.